All right, let's just jump right in. Think about your body for a sec. It's like this super high-performance machine, right? Well, if that's true, then the excretory system, that's its built-in filtration factory. And it is working non-stop, 24/7, just to keep everything running clean. So today we're gonna pull out the blueprints for that factory and see how it all works. So here it is, the master plan. And to make this super easy to follow, we're gonna break it down into 3 main sections, kind of like departments in a factory. You've got the input lines, that's all the stuff coming in. Then you've got the primary filters. This is where the real magic happens, the purification. And finally, the output hardware. You know, how we get rid of the junk. We'll start right at the beginning.
All right, so to really get a handle on this master plan, we've got to start where any factory would, with the raw materials coming in, and of course, the control room that's running the whole shell.
Okay, first up, the input lines. We're talking about the major pipes bringing blood into the system, and maybe even more important, the glands that are like the supervisors in the control room.
You know, any decent factory has a really clear indoor and an outdoor, right? A loading dock and a shipping dock. Well, our body's no different. That big red pipeline you see, the systemic aorta, that's the loading dock. It's bringing in all the raw materials, oxygenated but still unfiltered blood. And that big blue one, the inferior vena cava, that's the shipping dock. It's sending the freshly cleaned up blood right back out.
And this chart, it just lays it all out, plain and simple. It's a total night and day difference. The aorta's job is to move unfiltered blood away from the heart. The vena cava's job is to bring freshly filtered blood right back to it. So you've got 2 pipes with totally opposite jobs, but they're working together in perfect sync. It's pretty amazing.
But hold on, this factory isn't just a bunch of pipes. See those things perched right on top of the kidneys? Those are the adrenal glands, and they are absolute powerhouses. Now, they're not filters, no. You gotta think of them as the control center for the whole operation. They're the management team making sure the entire plant runs like clockwork.
So what do these managers actually do all day? Well, they're constantly sending out little hormonal memos to the rest of the body, telling it how to manage metabolism and deal with stress. But for our filtration factory, their #1 job, the most critical thing they do, is control blood pressure. Because think about it, without the right amount of pressure, the filters they can't do their job properly. So the adrenal glands make sure the whole assembly line is running at the perfect speed and with just the right amount of force.
All right, let's head out onto the main factory floor. We're talking about the primary filters. We're about to zoom right into the kidneys, which are really the heart and soul of this whole machine.
Okay, so when we zoom in, you can see the core process happening right inside the kidney. And this is where millions, I mean millions, of tiny microscopic filtration units get to work. They're called nephrons, and their job is to make that crucial split, carefully separating the good stuff, the valuable resources, from the junk that we need to get rid of.
Now, this whole thing sounds super complex, but we can actually break it down into 3 really simple steps. Step 1, blood comes in under pressure. Step 2, the inside of the kidney works like a super fine mesh, pulling out all the waste. And step 3, the now purified blood heads back out to rejoin circulation. Entry, separation, return. It's a perfect, non-stop loop. Okay, great, the blood is clean. But what about all that gunk we just filtered out? Where does it go? Well, now we're gonna look at the specialized hardware that's designed to transport it, store it, and finally, get it out of the system for good.
So say hello to the ureters. And let me tell you, these are not just simple little drainage pipes. They're muscular ducts that make up the waste transport system. And I really want you to notice that word active, because this isn't just gravity doing the work. Oh no, there's something much cooler going on here.
And that something cooler has a name, peristalsis. It's basically this wave of rhythmic muscle contractions that actively squeezes and pushes the liquid waste down the pipe. The best way to picture it is like squeezing a tube of toothpaste from the bottom up. And what's so brilliant about this is that it guarantees a constant one-way flow from the kidneys to the storage tank. It doesn't even matter if you're standing up, lying down, or hanging upside down.
The journey for all that waste is almost over. It all ends with these last 2 pieces of equipment. And sticking with our factory analogy, we've got the holding tank, that's the bladder, and the final exit valve, the urethra. Now, the bladder is way more than just a simple bag. It's a really impressive, muscular, elastic reservoir. And its ability to stretch and expand, that is a genius design feature. It lets us store waste efficiently so we're not, constantly having to deal with getting rid of it. And last but not least, the urethra. This is it, the factory's main exit valve. And the most important word to remember here is controlled. This isn't just some random leak. It's a dedicated, controlled pathway that makes sure waste leaves the body safely, and that completes the entire cycle.
Okay, so let's pull back. We've seen all the individual parts. Now let's put them all together. We're going to trace the two completely different paths that come out of this one single, really brilliant process.
And this flowchart it lays it all out perfectly. Check it out. Unfiltered blood comes in at stage 1. Then it hits stage 2, the split. And that's all happening inside the kidneys. And right from there, you get 2 separate paths. Path A is all that clean, filtered blood heading right back to the heart to do its job. Path B is the waste. That's the stuff that gets transported by the ureters, stored in the bladder, and then finally removed by the urethra. It's so elegant. One input leading to 2 totally different outputs.
So you might be wondering, just how hard is this factory working? Get this, it filters your entire blood supply, more than 30 times. Not a week, not a month, every single day. That is just an insane level of efficiency, and it's all happening completely silently, right in the background. It's a truly amazing biological machine, isn't it? A silent background process that we rely on every second without even giving it a thought. And that really makes you wonder, what other incredible invisible factories are humming away inside you right now?